All right, ladies, I have some great news. Are you ready? I truly believe that we, the expressed, empowered, fierce females that have sort of been evolved over the last few decades, are going to help guide the country through this next process. Not to say it's color or gender specific, but I will say that right now, the thing that's holding us back the most is our inability to express. And I truly believe that we are having a real problem saying how we feel because that creates the space for other people to express how they feel, and we kind of don't want to know. For some reason, I don't know if we think like other people's opinions are going to take us over, or if we're just so bubbled, like all we want to hear is what we agree with, and it's just complete lack of exposure. But either way, there's a gross oversensitivity with an insensitivity. And in my experience, the only way you really get over that is you gotta push through. So I have become so committed to being Switzerland, learning to be Switzerland. It's a process because I'm realizing the last thing this country needs is another set of opinions. And what I am truly most passionate about, when I really get down to like my core, is what my fellow citizens really want. I truly support what the bulk of the country supports, and I truly support our country's processes and the way things that were put in place to work, even when I'm winning or the side I agree with is winning. In fact, I feel that when the side I agree with is winning, I should be showing so much more caution to reset things in a fair way, not to my own advantage. That's leadership. We need those with character, leaders with character who understand that, to speak out, but also to help pave the way for these unsafe conversations, right? Like, people just aren't going to like us. People are going to cancel us, but somebody has to say, don't cancel me just because we disagree. Help me, share your opinion. Everyone who shares with me impacts the way I think about a topic. And maybe that's why we don't want it. They don't change my opinion. Sometimes they really strengthen how I currently see an issue. Sometimes they teach me something new or shed light. But I'm a personal experience person. I know how I have felt about things, and I am going to give you examples and speak into how my values, following my values, has evolved my opinions as I've learned more about complicated topics and walked through life. I think that's really important so we can understand that if you're committed to your values, your opinions evolve. And so there's, I think, this wall we've hit where we feel, I want to protect my opinions, so I'm not going to take in any more conversation. Because at a core level, we understand that our opinions do evolve with exposure, with conversation, with culture, with just meeting people and hearing their experiences, and then with what we live. And there's a real reason for that. Spiritually and stuff, like we're creative beings, so we're asking for things as we walk through life. Asking it is given. We're asking God to teach us, and God is constantly responding. Spirit's constantly engaging with you. Like, there is an active conversation. But what matters most is that we bring our values to each conversation interaction so that our opinions can develop. So I think we've really stopped and said, I don't want my opinions to change, because we've confused our opinions with our values, or we've told ourselves some kind of lie that the opinion should stay static, but then your values have to change. And that doesn't work for us. The truth is, our values are really who we are. And we need to let our opinions evolve. That's why I say, if you stay with one party, if you stay supporting one person, like, this is about a process. This is about what our countrymen want. This is about supporting our ability to function as a country. Because that is truly what matters most. We need to come together as citizens. I see that both sides have answers for each other. I see how much they can teach each other. I don't really need to be in the mix, but I do want to be here to say these conversations need to happen. They need to be a priority. You need to be with people who think differently than you, and you need to be able to handle their perspectives and listen to them with grace. Not agree with them, but listen. and respond. And it's not going to be graceful. So do it with people who are safe at first. Anyway, all right, that's enough out of me. I love you. Have a great day.